So, put this down. You can see now coming to the end of this log. Let's take you off the tripod. So, it's the last bit of this log now. Probably get another two out of that one, maybe three. But it'll be a short plank, or a narrow plank. Makes a lot of dust. Smells absolutely divine. Sweet chestnut. Can't explain the smell, but like I said before in another video, it's absolutely lovely. This lot here, I made twice this amount. And Lionel, my buddy just down the road, we wheelbarrowed a load of it down to his for his geese, put down as bedding. Mix it in with a straw and it makes the straw less slippery. But so there's all the planks. There's another two to go on top of that. I've just got to put some sticks in between that top plank. I haven't got none at the moment, so I'm going to root some out in a minute when I finish with this. But yeah, it's looking nice, easy to move about now, so I can move it by plank. If you have a look here, for you woodworkers, you'll know what I mean. You see a little check here? Well, that's gone up the plank about a foot. But it's in the middle-ish. So when I take the long, say 7s or 7B1s, sorry, 8B1s, I'll cut that out anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a bit more of a conclusion on the last video but one, where I started that log. But got what they call it, sidetracked into doing some work on the land, getting that log prepped over there, because I'm going to start on that one today. So when I finish this, I'm going over to that log, set myself up, and then I'm going to cant, what they call cant, a beam out of it. You'll have to look that word up. It's it just means making a big square out of the section of log you can, basically. Hey, anyway, so let me crack on, get this chestnut cut. And some good news, Diddy the farmer, where I've been getting these, I spoke to him yesterday because he dropped off Lionel a load of timber for his wood burner, and he has told me he's possibly going to have soon some sweet chestnuts and maybe some oaks in 3 metre lengths, and they're clean as well apparently. So wow, happy days for me. Anyway, let me crack on. Okay folks, so the log has gone, disappeared. It's now all over here. So this is the narrow end of the log. That's the wider end, this is the narrow end, all right? And the widest slabs I've got there are 24 inches, and at the other end they're at just under 28 inches. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 11 slabs plus top and bottom. Okay, and out of that, we'll get a little bit out of that end and a little bit out of the bottom one if we need it, but probably not, because we've got plenty of chestnut, another one over there, and them two there, as you know. But I wanted to show you it processed. So that's the log processed now. So I'm going to cover that. Well, actually, we're going to move it at some stage to another position, because we're hoping somewhere over there to put a little flat area and just put a bash down, we call it just like a tarp down, and then put these on top and leave them there to season. We don't want them in direct sunlight, we want them in the warmth, but we want a little bit of shade, which is nice over there, just next to where the chicken's going to be this side of them. And it will let the air blow through as well, which is the main thing, we need air. But that's going to get moved, and then we'll give that a cover over with corrugate and sit that up for just less than a year. That'll be air dried, because remember, it's been sitting here a year nearly, and I think I'm not 100%, but I think they were down for about 6 months, so you know they'll be close to it. I'll put the moisture meter on them, and then I'll check that they're ready then for certain projects. All right, but hopefully, I know it's another big job we got, but hopefully in the future I'll be building a kiln, which will be a solar kiln, and it'll be running a small dehumidifier, so we can then bring timber fully dried within about 4 weeks. Sorry about the wind again, but hey, anyway, now I've got to deal with this pile of dust. Might put this one on the compost. I've been giving it to Lionel, but he's got enough, I think. So we get that on the compost. Hey ho.
Yeah, this road is long ahead. Yeah, this road is long ahead. Let's take it slow. La, 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 la. We don't know now what we'll find. Take a chance, love. Feel the doubt behind. Yeah, this road is long ahead. Yeah, this road is long ahead. Let's take it slow. Yeah, this road is long ahead. It'll be worth it in the end. Let's take it slow. La, 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 la.
Okay folks, welcome. Just going to show you a little bit of how I set out a camp, or to make this log into a square beam. Okay, you've got to remember that trees don't grow parallel on their sides, they grow inwards, so they get narrower and narrower as they go up higher. Yeah, so this tree is wider here than it is down there. It's only just around about an inch, but it's enough that if I set it up on this side only, it'll run out that way. But I know what that end is, so I'm just going to give you an explanation here because we can't get the camera around that side. I just want to quickly say as well, the other log I just showed you, I've just planked out or slabbed out. We've done a calculation of how much the fuel, the oil, and how much the log cost to buy. And I'm checking back on our bit of paper, it was 45 euros that log, and it's cost 450 euros in fuel, which is about just over 2.5 litres, and it costs around about 50 cents or 50p in England, less than that, of oil that you mix with, because it's a 2-stroke engine. Okay, so you need to have a oil mix to lubricate the fuel. But anyway, I want to just show you this here. Hopefully you can hear me. So I've orientated the log in its best position to give me the straightest cut, okay, and the best cut. So what I'll do is I'll be setting it up at that end in the beginning. I'm just going to show you on this end, but I'll be setting it up on that end. Then I'll be putting a string line down here to take me into the correct position on the side here, so it will come up or down, okay, that way. Same with the width. So what we do is, first of all, I need to understand what I'm looking to get. An 8 inch by 8 inch beam out of this. Okay, anything bigger will be good, but 8 inch by 8 inch is minimum. So what I do is I use a string, and all I do is measure the width of the log round here. Okay, it's an old carpenter's way of measuring. Comes from the medieval days. And then drop one. So what I'm left with is that piece there, okay? And I need to know what that length is, and that will give me very close to what I'm going to get. So just measuring that, you might be able to see it on the other side. I'll need to pull it down tight, because you have to put it tight. and it's showing 8.5 inches. So I definitely should get an 8.5 inch log out of here, but we've got to minus the saw cut, so it's going to be around about 8. Okay, so the string gives me an idea. They use strings in when they're in forestry. I don't know if they do nowadays, but they used to. They've probably got electric monitors to tell them to do it. But they used to go around, measure the trees, and then they can work out the cubic footage or the cubic meterage, yardage, depends where you are in the world, of timber that the tree will give them. And there's a way of determining the tree height with a stick, and I'll show you that one day. But you can do it off the ground with a stick and find your eye level, and it's all about angles basically. And then that would give them an idea of how much timber they would harvest from that one tree, and then they could do a calculation of a forest of maybe 50 trees they're taking down, and that would give them how much cubic meterage and the cost factor, and is it worth it and all that. Yeah, anyway, let's get by that. So say I put my line here and I find it comes here, right? I just use my roofing square, I put that on the line, okay, and I've got measurements on here, and I can orientate this until I get an 8 by 8 in that space. Okay, I'd square that off, then I'd reverse that, square that back, or square it off of one line back that way, and then square it off of there, and then basically that would give me the square cant within that. Now, in the ideal world, you'd have a bigger log, and you'd bring your centre, which is here. This is the centre here, okay, of that log, that growing tree. It started to grow from here. It's spread out one side because one side's more nearer the sun, or faces the sun, and the tree tends to grow out towards that way from the side. And the coldest side is normally the narrow side, but not always the case, but that's the general rule, okay? So ideally, I would like that to be dead in the centre, but we can't do it with this log. And the good thing is this log is only going to become a beam. So what will happen is when I orientate this beam up, the longest part of the excuse me, the longest part of the beam from the centre to the outside will be facing orientated upwards, because that will tend to be the bow upwards anyway. So it'll go like that slightly, and it'll be weight bearing better than doing it the other way. Okay, anyway, so hopefully that explains it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this up now, go and get my line, spring this down, and then show you where I've come to on here. I'll give you a little close-up of how it comes out both ends. All right, okay, where to start? I'm not going to go all technical with you guys, because it could be a video on its own doing this, setting out for to get a can out of a log which is equal in size, okay, because the tree is not equal, but we want to cut from the tree an equal beam, if you like. So now if we come down here, you can see that I've drawn out my cant, and how I've achieved that just basically is I put these uprights here, just sticks pinned on, and they're done plumb. So once I set my log up, I then set these to plumb, and I do the same down the other end. You can see right over there, okay. And then I set my string up from a set measurement from the top down to the top line, and then I put a level line across there, and then make my square box cant. Okay, I have my reference points, which is one here, and then the string line, which we call our datum. And that's about as much as I'm going to go into it, because there is some really finite setting up to get this right, and I don't want to make a big episode about it. So again, by doing that, I've created this end first, done all this, I've got my cant, my square, and luckily that centre comes right near the middle here, because I've offset this a little bit. So that goes all the way down. So this line, if you're looking at this line, it's going to be in different, there's a different height from here to here than there is from up that end, because the log is different. This line is a reference for the cant, so this is equal to the cant, or the square, or the beam, whatever you want to call it. All right. Then the other thing was, I said to you I was going to cut out of there the other day an 8x3 for the extra joist. I'm actually going to get it out of this, which is a bonus. And those in England will know what I mean, a Brucey bonus. Anyway, so if you look at the bottom of that log here, okay, there's over 3 inches there, but there's also 8 inches that way, because this is 8 inches, this block, this beam. Okay, so I'm going to get an 8x3 just out of this end, and I've done some measurements with my string around it. Where the red tape's sitting is the length I need, so I don't need the full log, and it's really tight, but I get it that end as well. But I'm not fixed on 3 inches. It can be 2 3/4, it doesn't matter. It's just I said 3 inches to just overkill, but hopefully that gives you some idea. So the next stage I'll be, and it won't be in this video, but I'll be slicing this off, turning it on its side, slicing another square, and then I will do a from the top cut to the bottom, and I turn the log back and then cut to the bottom again. You'll see, it's all carpentrickery. That's what we call it anyway, carpentrickery. There you go. Anyway, hopefully that was interesting.
Country lanes and coastal plains, endless views that we're passing through, making our way to a distant place, just us two, somewhere new. The sky fade into the night. With you, my arms, nothing can go wrong. We'll fall asleep on a starlit beach, just us two, somewhere new. Just us two. I'll follow you to somewhere new. I've been contemplating all my time. My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind. Wonder if disappear. Running until I can feel you near. I need a new purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy, is there some place for safety I could go? Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away, you're never too far to run. Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away, you're never too far to run. Run away, run away, run away into your escape. Run away, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away.
Okay folks, as you can see, we get loads of chippings. So that's a half a ton bag nearly filled up there. Oh no, actually these are 2 ton bags, so yeah, but that's about cubic meters worth. And this is the implement, the chipper we bought last year, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
With a load of other bits. You'll see in one of our videos if you go back a year. We bought this brilliant asset to the homestead and the self-sufficiency, because we get to use the chippings, all this brash or whatever you want to call it. There's load over there we're going to get up in a minute. When we start to clear that out over the next few years, the woodlands, we'll have tons of it coming out of there, and it all gets reused because we put it on our paths in the potager.
Yeah, once we've done the new paths, then we can lay the geotech down and then put the wood chip on.
Right, so we'll do all that
Path.
when, yeah, we'll get to that soon. And that goes on the paths. A lot of it rots down, but if we take some up, you know, clearing, then what we do is we put it onto the compost. That one, that's the fresh compost. That's the one that was ready last year, so we're still using it. We've used about half of it now, and we're going to tackle today the apple tree. We're going to start cutting it up and start to clear it away, but I just want to show you this. So we stopped a bit abruptly there because every now and then, once or twice a day, doesn't it, this happens. I'm going to push this down to open it up to show you. I've took the bolt out. It doesn't normally be like this. That tube there gets absolutely rammed thick, and it normally happens if you've got a lot of twiggy stuff and a lot of wet stuff together, a combination.
I thought it might be wet because it's been laying on the field, hasn't it? But to be honest, I've been pulling them all out, and they're not really that bad. How are they for all the rain we've had?
For all the rain, I know they dry, they air dry a bit, don't
Yeah,
they? So look over right over the distance there. You can see some work done on the hedgerow, not our hedgerow. Navard's hedgerow is our French neighbour, and
Bocage, isn't it?
he's doing his bocage. He's just cutting it down. It's lovely how they do it. Anyway, but coming back to here, so that blocks up, so we have to open that up and clear that tube. This is the flywheel that spins. Okay, I'm just going to take this twig out. This spins at a high speed from the prop shaft. Okay, and it's very dangerous. You wouldn't want to put your hands in there, you'd be mangled. But anyway, so that spins round, but that gets blocked because there's a little breaker there, hits the stuff as it's coming through and flicks it up into the tube, and that gets blocked sometimes. So every now and then, did you hear that?
Yep.
We have to just knock it out and block it, unblock it. Just spin this very fast. It sort of throws it all out. There you can see it. And that's if you've got a big bit in there and you start this, that's what breaks the little screw, the little bolt, which is the safety bolt on the prop shaft, so it spins freely without that spinning it. It's just a safety factor. But yeah, just want to show you that.
One of my favourite machineries that we've got. I love using the
Yeah.
chipper, and then I think next is the digger. I'm
Yeah.
going to actually get more practice this year on the digger.
Yeah.
I want to have more practice on that.
But so we get a my favourite actually is the rotavator, with the one that rotates the ground, and that little implement I made for it, my own little concoction I put on the back of it.
Yeah.
If you go back in the videos, you'll see that, and you'll be seeing us using that, because I'm going to set some more of the lavender runs up for lavender field this year, so we hope to have another 4 or 5.
A bit of positive news, I checked all the lavenders yesterday, and we've only lost a few, which is a natural cycle, but most of them are looking really good, all
Yeah.
the cuttings that we did, so that is a
Well,
bit
they
positive,
survived
that
at
is.
-7, so anyway, look, we're going to crack on, clear this last bit up down here, chip all this up, move the tractor over there and start chainsawing. I've got my chainsaw with me. I brought my little one, my low-key one, I call it low-key. That's my little chainsaw just on there. I just hang it on a little D-shackle or whatever, and gonna just chop it all up. Ready? Right, let's crack on, eh?
Crack on.
So folks, we're just processing this apple tree now. We're going to take it down slowly. So I've made the terminal cut. Well, and if you look inside, I don't know if you can see in that hole there, we'll pull it out and we'll show you more. There's rot right in the middle of that tree. It was dying. It's got some lovely figure in there though, apple always does, so we get some lovely planks out of this. I'll cut this back to somewhere up here, get some nice 5.5, 6 foot planks, and then we've got a ton of firewood coming out here. So this will probably supply us for a year of firewood easily, I should think, next year, the year after, when it's dry. But you can see this has got like an apple canker on here. We're hoping this doesn't affect the rest of our orchard. You can see there. So we'll just have to deal with it as we can.
Mistletoe, look.
Some mistletoe there, which ain't good. But see the berries there, look, Trey. Little mistletoe berries.
Beautiful. It's a lovely colour.
Look.
Like pearls.
Yeah, pearls. They're lovely, aren't they? Pretty. But that normally tells you the tree's dying anyway. Anyway, so we'll keep going, and you'll see it come down bit by bit, and we're going to have barrel loads of firewood, which is great. A few turners out there. I think there's a lady called Jacqueline, isn't there? Just moved to France.
Yes, she has. Yeah.
If you're out there, Jacqueline, get in contact with us, because you might want some of this applewood for turning. We'll cut a couple of logs off for turning, and you can let us know. What you found, Ches? Field rats, Dad. Just digging them out. I'm hungry. Hey, what's it, Ches? Lot of noise. That's the terrier. Look, of all the places in this field, she has to dig right in the middle of the apple tree when we're taking it down.
I think she's telling you to move the apple tree,
Yeah.
Dad, please.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. We're just
So
taking
welcome.
a 5-minute break because we've had a very busy day, haven't we, today?
Yeah, we've been busy. We've cleared that end of the field for all the brush. It's all been chipped up, so we've got the 2-ton bag. It doesn't weigh 2 ton, but it's a 2-ton bag, or two cubic metre bag. It's filled right to the top now. We've got behind you won't be able to see it, but there's a big pile of brush coming off of this apple tree we're cutting. I showed you a little while ago the cut here, and it's going to produce a beautiful wood, this trunk, so it won't be wasted.
No.
So we'll use all the brush for the
Wood
chipper, We'll use all the logs for next year's wood burning. We'll keep some selected logs for wood turning.
Yeah.
And we'll utilise this apple tree. It's a shame it went down, but it, you know, it's one of them things. Then I'm going to bring the digger out the next day or two, and I'm going to clear this stump out, pull it out properly, flatten this area off again, and then that allows us for the field to be cut with the grass and that, because we cleared up everything then, isn't it?
Yep, and then this you're going to plank, aren't you?
I'm going to plank this up, or slab it. We call it slabbing to make planks.
Yeah.
So that will come. They'll utilise. There's a bit of rock down the bottom here, but we see how far that goes up. But it's about that much chunk about above it and below it that could be planked. So that could be good.
It's not going to get wasted, is it? Like, and this is what I love with the chipping as well, because it's part of the land. It's either died or come down, and we're now putting it back on the land, because all the wood chippings, as we explained before, will go on our paths in the potager, and it's aesthetically lovely to see. I think it's more natural, isn't it, when you see wood chips on paths?
I'm looking forward to getting the field cut now.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting it flat again, getting all them grass lumps and stumps out.
Do you know what was a miracle? You won't be able to see, but just to the left of me, one of our, what we call our Patreon trees, because we named the trees after the Patreons. When the tree came down, it didn't even actually touch the tree.
Didn't touch it, just missed it. But we showed that in the video.
Yeah,
didn't we?
that was a miracle.
You could check that one out. But all good. So we're going to crack on now, because we've still got 2 or 3 hours yet.
Yeah.
So we're going to get most of this tree cut down, and then we'll see you lot in next week's video.
Yep.
And
hope you enjoy the video.
And we're going to point to something.
Don't forget to check out the videos down here, and if you're
and up here maybe. We're not sure where they are.
Not sure, but it will be somewhere in this.
Check out our old videos, because it'll get you for the newcomers that have just joined us. You'll see how we're progressing and where we've come from to where we are and where we're going. Anyway,
and if you're enjoying and appreciating what we're doing and learning from what we're doing as well, you can always buy us a coffee.
And it all goes back into the homestead.
Yep.
Bye bye.